Hi everybody, welcome to MJ Comix. Today's video I am reviewing the comic book series Crashdown by Tom Garcia and Ryan Sargent with artwork by Ben Temple-Smith. For anybody watching who may not know who Tom Garcia and Ryan Sargent are, they are Comic Tom and Fire Guy Ryan. I had the absolute pleasure of interviewing both Tom and Ryan on the channel last month or the month before. They were absolute gentlemen, so a shout out to them because they actually sent me issues 1 to 4 of Crashdown. Very cool cover there. Yeah, so issues 1 to 4. So full disclosure, I have not purchased these. So I wanted to give my honest review of what I thought of the series. So just to give a bit of background to my recent reading, I have not really read much comics in a while. I collect comics, but I've not really read anything since Donny Cates' Venom, and that's purely because when I started reading comics, I wasn't really enjoying them. And I know that a lot of people say this, that the independent publishers, their stories are much better than what Marvel and DC are putting out. So I'm really trying to get back into reading again. So for an independent publisher like Whatnot, with what Tom and Ryan are working with, I was really excited to see what they had to offer. So the basic premise of Crashdown is that it is a sci-fi horror in the style of like Aliens and a little bit of Lost thrown in there with some horror, like maybe like Event Horizon or something like that. So for me, the opening scenes of issue 1, I the style of art by Ben Temple-Smith, I really liked it. It's very unique, and like it's all about colonizing the human race. Earth is obviously dying. It's pretty quite accurate really to what's happening in the world, but Earth is dying, so the human race needs to survive, and they have found a planet which is sustainable life for human beings. So they arrive at this planet. It's like the first shuttle from a big ship to go down, but all hell breaks loose. It's extremely volatile. There is a lot of death and destruction in the opening couple of scenes. But what I really liked about it is I kind of felt like the style of artwork with Ben Temple-Smith, like you only see like parts, like some eyes and some teeth and stuff like that when they're in their spacesuits, and the fingers are like really long. So what you have to kind of imagine is that we're actually the aliens on this planet. Like we aren't, this is not our planet. And in true style of like what we perceive to be aliens, like grey-haired individuals with long bodies and fingers and stuff like that. I thought that was quite unique. We enjoyed that aspect. There was a lot of Lost references in the opening scene. So like one of the characters is called Locke, which is very much like the style of John Locke from the Lost television series, which I know that both definitely Ryan, I'm assuming Tom is a big Lost fan as well. But there's loads of little subtle hints and references to various pop culture stuff. Like we have like stuff to do with like The Office as well. That one of the characters was a reference to like a assistant manager type role. I can't remember exactly what it was, but no, I was kind of hooked from the beginning. So and I actually learnt something from this comic. So literally, I think issue 1 of the words was mastication, and I was like, what is mastication? And I had to literally Google it, and then like I literally stopped dead because I was like, I need to know what that word is. I stopped dead and googled it, but then literally like the next panel was explaining what it was. I was like, oh, what a dummy. But no, so stuff like that you gotta love, because it kind of like it opens up your mind and makes you think and try and draw references from elsewhere. But I really enjoyed it. The main character, all I'm going to say is about this series is, do not try to get attached to characters, because you learn little hints and bits of characters, and the next second it might not work out well for them. So it's a bit like a Game of Thrones type situation where you kind of feel like you can't really get attached to the characters, and if you do, it's going to end in heartbreak. Maybe. But yeah, I thought that the whole run was pretty much very, very. I'm not going to go issue by issue, but the opening was great. The middle was great as well, because it really kind of like it questions your morality, because they're doing this to obviously for the human race to survive, but they've kind of like reached their limits, and you know the without going too much into spoilers, but the like the mothership that, you know, everybody's like the colony, as you would say, has all been like cryo froze, and they've all woken up at exactly the same time, and there's not really much food on the ship, so they can only really take a few hundred down or whatever. So the morality of it is quite daunting, and they have to choose who they're going to take down, and not everybody knows about it. But it's really, really good. This series kind of like ends with the last issue, where they are coming down. Eventually, they've picked who they're going to bring down to the planet. The research team, or the initial scouting trip, the left survivors are there. One of them, Taylor, who is like the main woman, she's in a bit of like a love triangle with two of the characters, but one of them's happened to die, get really old, which kind of like has been sabotaged. It's got a lot going on, and like the visuals and the art and how graphic and gory the violence are. It's really good. It reminds me a lot of like the, you know, Aliens very much, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. And you know, not to say because I have like some form of relationship with Tom and Ryan, having dealt with them on the channel, but I really enjoyed it. It's got me back into reading big style, so I just want to give a massive shout out to them for first time delving into this kind of career, I'm guessing, because I really do wish that they have some form of career going forward, because I know Ryan, he when I interviewed him, he mentioned that he used to write a lot, you know, when he was working nights at a hotel, and Tom obviously is a very passionate person. You can quite clearly see that in everything that he does. So I wish them well. I don't know where this is going to go from. The series ends in like a cliffhanger. Every issue ends in like a cliffhanger, so you're wanting to go to the next issue. So it's perfect for that style of reading. And the series, hopefully this is just the series 1, and we're going to get a series 2. But yeah, volume 1, as you would say. But it ends with a cliffhanger, and in true like Lost format, like I really need to know more. They end on a cliffhanger, and it just asks more questions, and I really hope that we get like a volume 2, and I hope you guys think that as well. And I hope that Tom and Ryan, and if they get Ben Temple Smith back, I think it would be great if they could. I know that the trade paperback is I think you can maybe pre-order it. Maybe I know it's imminently coming, but no, I just want to give a shout out to them. I think they've done a fantastic job. I really enjoyed it, and if you haven't already, please go check it out. But that's just my 2 cents on it. I think a lot of people really, you know, it's all Marvel, it's all DC. Some of these independent creators really put a lot of effort in, and you can see that in this. And I'm really glad that they have had the opportunity through Whatnot to do this. It's a passion project, and I thoroughly implore you to go and check it out. But if you like what you've seen today and what you've heard, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and leave a comment on what you think. You know, what did you guys think of it? Because I enjoyed it, and I really hope for some more. But appreciate Ryan and Tom for sending me these awesome books. They're going to remain in my collection, and yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Look after yourselves, and thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.